I'm Steve Saleen, and you're at Saleen Automotive here in Southern California. We build a few cars here. Some of them you know with the Saleen Mustang over the years. Behind me is our supercar, the Saleen S7. Today it has 1,500 horsepower in a car that will actually go 300 miles an hour.
When did you decide that you wanted to start Saleen?
Well, actually it was in high school. I will say I grew up in Southern California in the hot rod and car culture. Racing caught my eye, road racing specifically, and I said, wow, I wanted to be a race car driver. It wasn't until I was in college that I realized I really wanted to be a race car driver. And after I graduated from college on it, then I pursued racing. And in the early 70s, I showed up in my first race in Southern California at Riverside, and the worst possible thing happened is I won. And from then on, I was definitely hooked. A lot of people have asked, how did we come about utilizing my name? I will say that when I was racing, I got the nickname because we were doing well and winning and had a lot of speed on my race cars. I went under the name of Gas Saleen. And then when I looked at the opportunity to start our own car company, we kind of went through the name. And then one of our PR guys said, no, you should just use the Saleen name. And they think that it sounded right, it has the right ring to it. We already had the heritage of speed, so that's how we adapted the Saleen name.
What are some of the challenges of running a company like this?
Well, I would say the challenges of running any company are pretty much the same, whether it's a small startup or a General Motors size of company. Each company has its own unique challenges, but if you really start with, as the smaller companies, you need to start with a very much of an entrepreneurial spirit, and that usually involves in handling everything from finance to marketing, sales, production, and what have you. As the company grows, you'll find that you can bring in people that can actually expand and take the vision of the company from the get-go and make it a much larger company. And over the years, I've been very fortunate to have a good team that's always around me when we needed it, depending on the projects that we were doing.
Tell us about some of your plans for Saleen in the future.
Well, we're going through a tremendous growth period. We're looking more, not just in the United States, but more on a global. We have established a partnership with a company that we've licensed our name to in China, and that has really ballooned into a major, into the Chinese market. But part of what we're doing will be our own manufacturing of cars. We have two lines, what we call the signature line, which people have known me for the years. This is our 36 years, so it's not our first year in doing it, with our signature lines, and that's the Mustangs, the Saleen trucks, and the Saleen Tesla, where I literally put my signature on. And then we also have our Saleen Originals, which is a car with the S7, but we also have our new S1, which is our new supercar that we have our own racing series. Where 20 identical race car drivers compete around the United States racing the identical street car in very cool liveries. And in that expansion of what we will see will be more in the original line, where you'll start seeing very unique vehicles from us, even including electric to come.
What's one piece of advice that you could give up-and-coming entrepreneurs?
Well, I think that the best trait that anybody can have in starting a company or running a company is tenacity. And it basically is not to give up. You'll have days that won't work out well and you'll feel like quitting, but you need to get up the next day and figure out how I get over this particular hump or this particular mountain. And the days will go by fast. Obviously, if you have a Noble watch on it, it'll be enjoyable and go from there. So Anybody should always follow their passion, and if you have a passion and you can make a vocation out of it, that is by far the most ideal, and you'll go a lot further doing it.
And the last question, can we go for a test drive?
Sure. I was wondering when you were going to ask that, and we'll take one of the cars around the block, and you can time us on your Noble watch.
All right, let's do it.
Good.